Welcome back to Cryptos Are Us. I'm George. We're all George. So, happy Saturday today. Of course, let's talk about Bitcoin and getting ready for the massive run that's about to come. So, let's talk about this and let's talk about what's hot in the crypto space today. Let's do it. Welcome, guys. Hopefully, you're having a good Saturday. Bitcoin is still holding strong. 43.1, not much movement, but overall, if you zoom out, you realize, yeah, we've been going sideways since early December. That's okay. The longer we stay in this range, the more explosive the next movement will be. Okay, so that's really how it works. But right now we're going sideways, waiting for that next leg up, but I got some good news for you guys. The next leg up isn't too far off. This massive run is coming. So let's start out with Plan B stock to flow model. He's like, well, there's 3 more dots to go. This is what I use on my thumbnail. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? This is color coded. Yeah, what comes after blue? Well, that's red. Red for scorching hot. FOMO, buying. By the billions. That's what comes after blue. So right now, even though we're trending upwards, this is still considered like, accumulation stage, right? Like we are in a bull market, but we're not in the scorching hot parabolic bull market yet. But it's coming. It's coming. And it's like clockwork every single year because, again, we have that halving event that is coming up, and that comes up every single 4-year cycle. So I mean, we're just right there, guys. Just a little bit more patience. That's all you need to have. Just a little bit more patience. And of course, this cycle is not like any other cycle because we do have all these ETFs on board. Okay, there are still hundreds of millions of volumes, right? Hundreds of millions of Bitcoin flowing into these funds every single year. No, every single day, excuse me, not every single year. So this cycle is going to be different. It's going to be accelerated, I believe, because of these funds, because these big institutions and corporate companies and retirement funds and hedge funds and pension funds and family offices now they have an avenue to buy, basically. A lot of them couldn't buy physical Bitcoin before, but now they can. That's why we're getting hundreds of millions of dollars flowing into Bitcoin every single day, being eaten up by the BlackRocks and Fidelities and ARKs of the world, right? So this cycle is going to be very different. This parabolic bull cycle could be much bigger and more massive than any of us could predict. Who knows where Bitcoin could be by the end of the parabolic bull run, which is coming. Here's also something that's very, very telling. This is the opposite. When you read this, you kind of figure, oh, red means buying. No. On this one, it actually means red is selling. Deep, dark blue is buying. And if you look at right now, who's actually buying the very right-hand side? It's the massive whales. According to this, wallets that have 100 to 1,000, 1,000 to 10,000, and 10,000 plus, they are buying by the boatloads, okay? That's why it's deep blue. It can't get any deeper blue than that. While the retail started selling because they're panicking. They're falling for the FUD, and they don't quite understand. But this is definitely the time to accumulate. That's what those whales are doing. They're massively buying Bitcoin behind the scenes while retail is wondering, oh, we go down to 30,000 again. No, it doesn't matter. We know over time, nothing outperforms Bitcoin. It just keeps on going up. Short-term volatility means nothing. That's why these big whales right now, they are buying by the boatload. That's why I say every day, guys, do not let Do not let these guys take away your financial freedom or life-changing wealth, because when you sell, that's exactly what's happening. There's another chart that shows that we are definitely in an accumulation stage. That's why we're in those blue dots. According to Plan B, right? Accumulation, that's what the whales are doing. This is the time to accumulate before we break into a new high for Bitcoin and all the alts out there. We will break through. We will get back to previous high and break through. It's just a matter of when. Is it going to happen as soon as this year? It could. We're only in February. A lot can happen. Just go back 6 months. Going back to October, look at how fast things moved in October and November, right? The whole year, we had like sideways movement in 2023, and then just a few months, we saw explosiveness. So even though we may have some sideways movement right now, maybe even all the way up to the halving event, but when explosiveness comes, you just can't prepare for it, right? That's why you just got to be patient. You got to be in the game. Otherwise, you're going to be left out. And you're going to feel the FOMO later. Here's a good fractal pattern of our current trajectory versus what happened in 2021, right before the parabolic bull run, right before the massive run that we saw in 2021 that was quite explosive. And this time around, again, because of the ETFs, because of the presidential election, because of a rate cut, many rate cuts, in fact, not just one, this year is going to be accelerated for sure. I have no doubt about it. Also, if you're looking at fractal patterns, I mean, they're pretty much identical. Pretty much identical. Where we are, accumulation, right? Same thing happened in 2020. Same thing happened in 2016. Really is no different. It's just this time around, I think the parabolic rise will be even greater and faster than what we saw in 2021 and 2017 because of the stuff I mentioned, right? And it's not just Bitcoin. When Bitcoin goes up, especially now, this cycle is different because the alts are a lot stronger, way, way, way stronger than previous cycles at this point in time in the cycle. So this is looking at a golden cross for the alts that happened back in 2020, of course. If you look at this, I could just say this is a Bitcoin chart because it's almost the same, right? Except it's a little bit different because of the timing of it. But when Bitcoin leads the way, alts also get stronger and get hotter. And if you're looking at this, that golden cross is about to happen like any day now. It looks like it already did, but it hasn't yet. And the last time we had a golden cross for alts or alt dominance, look at what happened, right? It just skyrocketed. Skyrocketed. We went from, according to this, we went from about, at that time, about maybe 100 billion, maybe a little bit less, maybe 80 billion in total market cap to a peak of 1.8 trillion. You do the math from 80 billion to 1.8 trillion. That is a huge run up. And it's not going to be any different this time around. It's going to be explosive. Very, very explosive. Again, this looks like a Bitcoin chart, but you know what? This is an altcoin chart. And basically, after the halving event, what happens? Explosive run up. Not for Bitcoin, but for the entire space. Because once money starts flowing in, they always start flowing out. And people diversify. Once they're making boatloads of money with Bitcoin, they start looking at what else can make them boatloads of money. And that is alts. And that's why you see the same kind of bullish parabolic rise. Yeah. So that's what we have to look forward to. So what are some other alts or crypto news that relate? Which ones can see huge run-ups? Well, a lot of you guys are Ethereum fans, right? And Ethereum is going to have this new hard fork, this big upgrade that's happening in less than a week, February 8th. Okay. But you know, the thing is, this is actually, and I don't quite get it. This is probably like something that needs to be done. But this upgrade actually enhances scalability and reduces transaction costs on layer 2s. There's something called proto-dank sharding. What a name. Proto-dank sharding. Sounds like a sci-fi term. But, and I'm pretty sure that is, because Vitalik got a lot of his names from games and sci-fi stuff. But, so what does that mean? Does that necessarily actually help Ethereum? Well, long-term, yes. Short-term, this is going to help all the L2s in a big way. Optimism, Arbitrum, Manta, Base, even though they don't have a token, Scale, some of the ones I covered before, they're all going to benefit from this tremendously. So watch out. Next week, we could see an explosion with the L2s as well because of this upgrade. Not necessarily helping Ethereum itself, but all the L2s that I've covered before, they could actually start seeing a good run up because of this upgrade, because it makes just everything much cheaper and more efficient. So something to pay attention to. But overall, a lot of people are Ethereum fans, still rooting for Ethereum to do well this cycle, and I think they will. But I think others could do better. Jupiter, even though there's some controversy and the price has fallen a little bit, but right now, as amazing this sounds, it's been 5 days, right? Since this whole, you know, I guess this whole airdrop enthusiasm, it's been ongoing for a while, but it's been picking up. But since 5 days ago, Jupiter surpassed Uniswap in terms of volume. And even now, after the airdrop, it's still number one. It's still above Uniswap. That shows you how many people want that second stage of the airdrop. I mean, I've said it too. Now when I trade on a DEX, you know, if I want to get into something on Solana, I'm using Jupiter instead of Radium because why not? Why not get some free airdrops, right? Even though it might be minuscule and it's very little, but hey, why not if you're going to be using it? But that's pretty amazing that Jupiter is now the number one DEX by trading volume. That's pretty amazing. But yeah, because of Jupiter, because of many other things that's happening, Solana is definitely going to be a powerhouse this parabolic bull run. Someone sewed this huge Wif Hat and put it on the Wall Street Bull. At first, I thought this was Photoshopped. It would have been so much easier to Photoshop or use AI to just generate a hat on there. But then it turns out, no, someone actually sewed this giant hat, and they put it on a bull. But it didn't help the price. WIP did not go up because of it. But yeah, memes, kind of taking a breather. WIF, Myro especially, still trying to figure that one out. They're all taking a breather, but in the parabolic bull run, man, these guys are going to go higher, and so many other memes will too. But it's not just memes and not just DEXs. You got video games. You got games, Web3 games in general. Epic Games is listing Shrapnel, which is within Beam, which is within Avalanche. That's pretty cool. Shrapnel is having a $3 million tournament. I don't know when, but that's a whole lot of money. That's going to draw in a lot of people. And there are streamers that are already streaming this on Twitch. And now Epic Games go list them. That's pretty good. They're starting out pretty hot right now. Pretty hot. But games also are going to do very well this parabolic bull run. And I think Avalanche and Beam, they both will too. So something else to pay attention to. And lastly, in case you're trying to keep track, X, or Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, obtained money transmitter license for 18 states. I don't know if they're trying to go all 50 states or not. But this is all leading up to something possibly quite big too. We know Elon wants to make a better PayPal within X. Is he going to do it? And does it have something to do with crypto? Or more specifically, Doge? Doge's activity is going up due to inscriptions. But what about this? Is Elon going to shock the world by integrating Bitcoin, ETH, and Doge into this new payment rail or payment gateway or wallet, whatever he's working on? I guess we'll have to see. But we're getting closer. We're getting closer and closer and closer. All right. That's pretty much it. Let's do some Q&A. Oh, here's an interesting question. Fatal intentions. George, what do you think about the aliens in Miami? I don't know. I've been hearing like counterpoints. Supposedly, you know, the mall had 8-foot or 9-foot aliens running around. That's why they dispatched so many cops. But there's no footage of the aliens. And then later on, other people said that no, it's due to some teens rioting or getting in a fight, whatever. But if you look at the footage, there was like 100 cop cars there just for kids fighting. I don't know. Where are those giant alien videos? That's an interesting question for a Saturday. See, I enjoy those kind of questions. Oh, I did talk to the Cock team, by the way. Had a really good conversation. Those guys, well, they don't want to be known as team members. They just kind of started a movement, but they're not like, they don't want to dictate the direction. But they're good guys. They're good guys. I was thinking about coming out with a new I Am George NFT Cock edition. I think that's going to do well. And I'm going to sell 69,420 of them. That's one of the things we discussed. And they're on board with that. So I don't know. I think that'll be a really fun way to get the community to get behind it. Joey, is it time to max out my credit cards away for a dip? You never want to buy crypto on credit cards, no matter what. Don't buy crypto with your credit cards. Do you recommend buying Jupiter? I don't know. I would say wait until it settles down. There are still people that are selling because, I mean, a lot of people got a lot of free money, right? Of course, people are going to sell. That makes sense. You can't expect the airdrop $900 million worth of tokens and then everyone's going to keep it. That's unrealistic. Of course, a lot of people are going to sell. So I don't know, all the FUD about the founder is dumping and stuff. It's not right. But with that said, I would say wait until it levels out. Like see, like, you know, after it finds a bottom. I think they could be a good play. I mean, they surpass Uniswap in volume, and look at how big Uniswap is, right? That's amazing. Consider a metallic edition and a strap-on NFT in 8K, of course, so that everything fits on screen. I don't know about that. Rich, always appreciate your support, man. Welcome. What about the idea that cycles over, money leaving market, ETF is an off-ramp for long-term holders, they're exiting market? It doesn't even make sense because more and more billions are going into the ETFs. They're not leaving the ETFs. The only one they're leaving from is Grayscale, but all the others are adding, so that makes no sense at all. You just have to look at the data, the facts. Variable. Man, what's this thing about Lakers are thinking about trading LeBron? Um, I mean, it's a smart move. They could get a whole bunch of picks and young talent, you know, because LeBron is not getting any younger. Um, but man, that's breaking up. If they trade LeBron, they might as well trade AD and just start over. Why don't you go start shooting hoops for Soul? I will when the market gets better. I have used Jupiter a few times now, and I will say it's really fast, like extremely fast. Um, I mean that just shows how awesome Solana's network is, and even with all the airdrops and everything that's been happening recently, network's fine, didn't go down. ID2, yeah, I think I am George NFT Cock Edition would be fun and still with benefits. People will be able to use their cock NFT to get inside my events and conferences that I'm planning out this year. Dragon Chain, man, no. That's a really old project that's shot themselves in many times in their foot or feet. Yeah, no. Um, are we gonna get more Ferrari racetrack content of the good weather? I'm sure if people like to watch it. I don't think many people like to watch it. There's always like die-hard people that don't care about anything other than crypto, which I get, but then and then they're really rude about it, and that's what irritates me. Um, Look at Doge One on Sol. Elon will tweet. No, it's just a copy off of the mission Doge One, right? Is Sheep dead? No, but I just think there's better meme plays at this point. But I think Sheep will come back. Didn't you ask about that already, Garian? See, here's the thing. I don't think you guys know this. YouTube now has a built-in thing in live chat where I could see the activities from a certain user, right? So I could tell if someone is a newcomer or someone that is a loyal watcher for a long time. I just lost my screen real quick. So let me get it up again. And Tara, I looked at, or not Tara, I looked at your Girian. I looked at it. You're not a loyal watcher. You have come in twice to shill Terra, so I'm not going to be looking at it. So that's an easy way for me to tell if someone's genuinely like a watcher and wants good info or just someone that wants to shill a project. Nlink. Neuralink, if you want a good laugh. No, that's probably a meme coin, right? Why? Yeah, you're loyal. Okay, you're loyal. Okay, I'm gonna look at it because you've been here for a while. 268,000. No, I changed my mind. I'm not gonna look at that because that has to be some meme, some pump and dump meme. ID2 says, "Am I loyal? According to your channel activity, yes." You asked if $4,000 is enough to make money for a car this bull run. You asked if there's ETF news. And then you said, "I'm cock, we're all cock." This is actually pretty useful. You could see people's chat activity. It's actually really useful. And don't ask me a Rocky. Rocky's supposed to be the brother of Myro, and Myra is the sister of Myro. There's just like too many memes that's using some kind of narrative based on something successful. See, like Mohammed is asking about Rocky. He has never been on this channel before. He appeared today twice and added me, and then now asking about Rocky. Jay Sizzle. Message me in Patreon. I'll try to fix it, but it's an automatic link. You should be able to get into Discord pretty easily. But sometimes it messes up. There's manual ways to get you in. XSwap powered by Link could be a gem for airdrop. You know, I just covered them yesterday. Thanks for sharing. I didn't even know they didn't have a token yet, but they're the first swap to utilize CCIP on Chainlink, and it could be absolutely huge because they have native access to like so many chains already, just being within CCIP. That's a good point. That's a good point. Stephen Young, what's my chat activity? A lot of cock stuff. You refer me to your father several times. Yeah, you've been saying that for a long time, but I appreciate your comments. You should give users a George score. That's not a bad idea. If there's an easy way to like, you know, guys. Here's something else. Lucky Coin. I have not looked at it. You know, here's something else. On Friday, yesterday, I said, you know, I'm looking for ideas for game show / reality TV show ideas. And I got like 20 emails. I got to say, you know, I was quite disappointed in most of them. So it goes to show you how hard it is to come up with good ideas, creative, new ideas, not just like normal ideas. People would give me ideas like, well, you know, let's go to a mall and just educate people on crypto. No, that's not entertaining. I want something that's entertaining, game show based, something that people can win money or something like that. I need creative ideas. If you guys have good ideas, share it. Love to hear it. Maybe we could work together. And then so many people just send me their resume saying, I want to apply without giving me an idea. I mean, I need to hear your idea to know that you're good. Right? So it's going to be, it's tough, but once I can figure it out, once I get some good ideas, I think it's going to change the landscape. It's going to change the landscape forever in a good way. It's okay. JR says originality is dead. All the best ideas are stolen. Everyone says that, but just a simple twist on them could sometimes revitalize them. And it could just be a crypto twist. That's it. Like old game shows, old stuff, stunts or pranks or whatever. Did you see the ad for cock from behind the Wall Street Bull? No. Was it there? Where's the ad for cock behind this? I don't see it. Jerry, appreciate that. Speed crypto trivia head to head, most right answers 1 minute. You know, that's a simple one. I've already thought about it. I think I may do that. The winner takes all, something like that. That's easy to do, but I need more ideas than besides just like trivia. Yeah, another idea that someone gave me was to take a seed phrase and break it out and then have someone try to solve it. And then I would give clues on that. I think that would be pretty interesting. That's a longer term thing because to solve the right order of seed phrases and to get the seed phrases themselves, it's going to take a while. Nerf, I don't believe that. I don't believe Joe Rogan was joking about cocking you on his podcast. If he did, you should invite me. I love to talk to him about cock. Yeah, see, that's a good one, right? I think that's a good one. But maybe I could do it at a mall or something. I just put clues everywhere in the mall, and everyone that wants to play just goes to a mall and tries to solve it. But it'd be like kind of crazy. That'd be too crazy. Have I asked AI? You know what, Park Bench? You know, that's a good idea. You know, that's a really good idea. You know what? I don't know if you guys know this, by the way. If you go to bard.google.com, it's an alternative to ChatGPT, and in my opinion, in some ways, it's better than ChatGPT. It's really good at a lot of things. Bard, give me 5 fun and entertaining game show / reality show ideas that are crypto based. Let's see if we can do it. Hey, they actually have 5 ideas here. What is this one? Number 5, the Great NFT Bake Off. That's actually an awesome name for a show. Budding digital artists compete in weekly challenges, creating unique NFTs based on specific themes or limitations. A celebrity panel and audience votes determines the winner. That's an awesome idea, actually. That would be a great Netflix show, the Great NFT Bake Off. Coin Quest. This reality show follows people on their journey in the world of cryptocurrency. Each episode delves into different aspects, from setting up wallets to navigating exchanges, while showcasing real-life stories of adoption and potential. That's okay, but that's not as entertaining. The FOMO Factor. That's an awesome name, too. Contestants are given a starting portfolio of different cryptocurrencies and compete over a set of period to see who can achieve the highest percent return. Viewers can predict winners, engage through social media challenges, creating a real-time trade. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. The FOMO Factor. That's a really good one. Yeah, Shark Tank, that one is already done. Yeah. I'm gonna start asking Bard for more ideas. And this both the NFT Bake Off and the FOMO Factor are both really good ideas. Really good ideas. But I have to twist them. All right. That is it. I told you, Bard is really good. If you guys haven't used it, use it. It's really good. But it'll probably spy on you. Just know that. Anyways, to conclude, have a good Saturday, guys. Bitcoin and its massive run is around the corner. Don't be discouraged. Stay in the game. Don't let the whales take up all of your Bitcoin. Keep it for yourself. All right. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys later.